I am on break from work. I don't have a lot of time left. I don't plan on editing this much. So I'm just going to pull my notes out and let y'all know why I'm here. You see the title. You see what the discussion is for. I have it somewhere. Yeah. So a little background of me. Obviously, I am a suburban talking young black dude, early 20s. And my hair is locked up. So naturally, things have just been hard for me in the workforce and in other aspects in general, just based off of my appearance. And there's a lot of topics that I wanted to discuss with this video. I guess I'll probably do a part 2 at some point, or just like record the rest of it at the end of the night. But the topic that has really caused the most issues is the things that have happened to me most recently. And ultimately, I feel like I just had to have my voice heard at some point, and I don't know how to handle it. So, a lot of my life I've dealt with being, the token black dude, and because of that, a lot of times people think that they could get certain things off with me. Because they don't see me as someone who will act belligerent or ignorant, because that's the preconceived notion that they have of black people who came up in less fortunate upbringings. That's as plain and simple as I can put it. And I mean, this is something that I've dealt with, like my whole life, based off of my appearance, based off of how I talk, things of that nature. My first job that I stayed at long term was at a retirement home. And, I dealt with, the racial tensions of there, hearing that I should either cut my hair or go back to my country. The boys that I would catch, just to get my attention, things along those lines. But, I've just grown accustomed to those things, especially living in the South. I just sort of chalk it up to, they're old. This is how they were brought up. Just got charged to the game. Can't really do anything about it. I remember my next job, I was serving at a steakhouse, and I generally got the same treatment, just at a different level, I guess. I remember I would have tables request a different server because I was scary looking, and these people were intimidated by me. This is so hard to make. I'm like shaking, honestly, talking about all this to this day, because man, I guess I'll just cut straight to the point. I have left a management position, and I've been at my current job for about a year and a half at this point. And naturally, I didn't want to just manage for that short period of time that I did at my previous job and then just never do it again. I've been a line cook, and I've learned the entire line. I've learned the entire back of house of my job. And, naturally, I wanted to move up. I want to move up in general with everything. I'm in my early 20s, and I'd really like to not stagnate, There's a lot of debts that I have to pay off. There's things that I want to complete in life, just for my sake, as well as, I didn't drop out of college to be a line cook. That's the best way I could put it. And I have a family member who manages me currently, and he approached me multiple times at this point about, possibly moving up at some point. He's advocating for it, as well as plenty of other people in the restaurant. And I was told bring it up with your GM, see what he says about it. We could probably just go ahead and get the ball rolling now, and we can make this happen for you. And I'm like, all right, bet. I go to talk to my GM about it, and he tells me that maybe I'll be able to move up once I stop looking like a fucking hobo. I don't know how y'all view me, people who are watching this right now, but if I look dirty, if I look homeless, let me know in the comments. Let me know what I can do to change that. If it's just that I'm black with dreads, let me know that in the comments too. I want to know, like, if I'm tripping or if I can improve on that. Like, if I could just be white with a comb over, like, I'll try it. I'll try. That's all I can really. But yeah. So I let my mom know all this because I went to her house after walking out of the job because of multiple comments that my general manager was giving me throughout the shift that really brought me to a place that I don't normally go to. I'm not really an angry person. I don't really lash out at much of anything, but there are multiple instances. I'll probably get into that later in the part 2 of this, I guess. But yeah, I walked out and I immediately went to my mother because I was upset, and that's my mom. She's gonna look out for me. So I tell her everything that happened, and she talks me down. She talks me through everything. I get a bunch of phone calls from the people at the job asking what happened. I let them know they're siding with me. Blah blah blah. It doesn't really mean much. My mom goes on to my job's website, see that they're hiring kitchen managers in my location, and the salary for it is probably triple what I'm making right now. So she wants me to have it, and she wants me to go over his head, basically, to get this position, apply through the website, talk to his bosses, and let them know everything that happened and why I don't have the position currently. But I'm just so disgruntled, I'm tired, and ultimately I'm just hurt and demoralized by everything that I've had to go through at this point. If it takes all of this just to manage a kitchen, I'd much rather somebody else have it. Somebody who's Caucasian with a nice buzz cut can have it, I guess. Because I feel like no matter what I do, no matter how hard I work, and no matter how many credentials that I fill out, it's not going to matter because of how I look. And I don't want to be a part of corporate America anymore. I'd much rather create and do things that make me happy, because I would be making a lot more money than I would be right now. I wouldn't be, wondering how I'm going to pay my mortgage in the next few days. But if this is all that takes, if these are the links that I have to go through, then I'm good. Ultimately, I'm so good on it. They could keep it. They could just not have me at the job in general, and just not have me do all the things that I do for them as is. All the extra help that I do on and off the clock. The coming in on my off days. Assisting people in the kitchen as well as people front of house. Because I'm a young man, and I don't want to have to face one day my son telling me that, he's being bullied at school, maybe for how he looks, how he talks, anything along those lines. What am I going to say to him if I let myself get belittled and undermined for the same reasons? I don't want to be that type of leader for my son or any of the other young men in my family. And I'm going to go back to work before I cry. I'm probably just going to upload this raw. And yeah.